We all know that Putin has the capacity to destroy Ukraine. No question. Can carry out saturation bombing of urban areas. It's all possible. Russia can't conquer cities on the ground, but it can destroy. But the US and Europe are saying, well, let's see if he'll do it. Let's run this hideous experiment in which we see if we can push Putin to the limit and see if he'll just fade away quietly or maybe destroy Ukraine. Unspeakable experiment. There is an option. The option, only one. The option is negotiations, which will offer Putin an escape hatch. Ugly, but necessary, because that is the only alternative to destruction of Ukraine and possible nuclear war. Is it without precedent? Not really. Let's look back at the history of Europe. Savage, brutal history. But there are some bright spots. One is the Concert of Europe in 1815, when the European leaders, who were not nice people, I wouldn't want to have dinner with Metternich, not my ideal, but they were statesmen. They recognized that they should bring defeated France into an accommodation. So France was brought into the accommodation even after its effort to conquer Europe had been defeated. It was brought into the Concert of Europe. That led to a century of relative peace in Europe. Not total, but by European standards, a very peaceful century. Well, that was statesmanship. After the First World War, you didn't have that. The victors in the First World War insisted on humiliating and destroying Germany. That gave us Adolf Hitler. Okay. Well, we're now kind of duplicating that. We're not trying the statesmanship of the Concert of Europe. We're trying the imbecility of the post-war settlement. We might want to think about that. If you look at the actual situation in Ukraine, there are two options, various nuances, but basically two options. One is a negotiated settlement, which will offer Putin some kind of escape. Ugly, but that's it. The other possibility is the grotesque experiment. Let's see if he'll just accept defeat and go away to face a war crime trial for genocide, or whether instead he will destroy Ukraine and maybe go on to a nuclear war. It's the second option that European intellectuals and leaders prefer. Is that intelligent? Well, I leave it to you to answer. Not in my mind.